Okay, so I'm with Turbo and we are hopefully going to do a haltering session today. So I've done one session which I wish I had filmed yesterday or maybe day before, and it was done with baling twine. So it's just introducing him to the rope because obviously they haven't had that sort of thing on them before, and so it can be, you sometimes have to work through a few layers. I thought he was going to be ready for haltering a couple of days ago, but sometimes when you push through those layers you think something's going to be easy and then you get that tension, so you have to work at that, and then it ended up being a session on its own. So he's still got a little bit of that demeanour, and probably what we'll do once he's haltered and leading is we will get him scoped for ulcers or treated for ulcers, just to see if that's causing a little bit of the grumpiness. But in general he's very sweet and easy. So I'll go in and say hello, and then we're going to progress to putting the rope around his neck. So he looks like he's ready to halter, but you'll see the tension come in him once I ask him a question that's just a little bit tough for him. And what you think is a tough question or an easy question can be very hard for a wild animal who's not had many experiences. Good boy. So he loves being rubbed. So there we got a bit of tension. Good boy. So this actually was a little bit of a slow session with the baling twine. Basically, I'll see, it'll be interesting to see what he's like today. But there you've already got tension. So it's just seeing, oh, oh, oh. Good boy. And that's where he gets grumpy. It's just seeing if we can work through those layers. Good boy. And I'll just introduce. Well done. Good, that was a lovely answer. Good boy. Good boy. Well done. Oh, what are you doing? So as soon as the rope's going over his nose, he's just getting a little bit worried. Good answer. Good boy. So there's two questions I need to be able to ask him. Perfect answer right there. Is can I put that up over his nose? And then can I slide the halter, the tail end of the halter up over his neck? Which is probably something he isn't going to like, but we'll see how he goes. And so when introducing the rope, I had to work through those layers the same way as if I was introducing my hand to him. I have to advance until I hit that layer of tension, then retreat. Good boy. There, I've hit tension. Sorry, buddy. There, I've hit tension. So I go back to an easier question. There, I've hit tension. You can see him starting to lean away from me, going into that slight flight response. So what I'm going to wait for him to do is just, that was nice, he did a little release, just to bring his body language back towards me. Good boy. Very grumpy. There, I've hit tension. Good boy. And a really grumpy face. Yes. He's just trying to process that. So even though he looks so quiet, he's quiet until he's asked something he's not been asked before, or he's asked something that's a bit tough for his brain, and that's when he wants to go into that. He wants to leave in a hurry. Whoa, there he's got tension. Whoa. Good. I like that because he came back. Good job. Whoa, good. Whoa, good. Whoa. Boy. Just because he left, I just put a bit of pressure on. Good boy. I might see if I can go underneath his neck. Whoa. 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 Good boy. So there, because I gave him a fright before, he goes back to being quite nervous on a simple question. Whoa, good boy. I'm actually going to grab the halter instead of the baleen twine to go around his neck because it doesn't make as much noise and it's not as long, so it's less likely to touch him. So I'll just grab that quickly. Well, if he leaves, I didn't need to put any pressure on because he came back. That was great with him wanting to sniff the camera. But you can see he's just, his personality is quite different in the sense that he takes things quite personally. And whether that's something going on like ulcers or that's just his personality and he'll just work out of it as he gets more confident. It'll be interesting to tell. Good boy. Well, good man. Oh. Yeah, I can put a bit of pressure on because he's trying to leave. Yeah. Don't you leave. Good boy. He feels like when he's got any pressure on him, he panics because he wants to get away from it. Good boy. He'll get there. Good boy. And so similar to me approaching and retreating with my hand, if I feel like I'm hitting a bit of tension, I'll do the same with the halter so he doesn't feel like he's trapped there. Good boy. So technically that part's on. The hardest part's going to begin the tail up over the head, which we'll see. Good. Whoa. 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 Which we'll see. So if he leaves, just put enough pressure on him to get him back. Good boy, so that they don't learn that they can just check out. Good answer, well done. Right? Good. Well, good boy. Good boy. Whoa. Whoa. And I don't mind that he is getting out of it and getting away, because once he's got an idea of what the correct answer is, good boy. Once he's got an idea of what the correct answer is, he will learn the right habit and what I'm wanting. Good boy. Good boy. Good. If he leaves, I could have cut him off there, but yeah, I won't cut him off. Good. I'm just going to have to use a bit more pressure than I wanted, but that's all right. So he's hitting that state where he's like, I don't know how to work through this next question, and it is a really big question. And I'm saying you absolutely can, but you actually have to try just a little bit harder. And those bigger questions are really important, as long as you've got lots of smaller questions to build on. But they've got to learn to be a little bit gritty when things get tough, because it's not always easy. Good boy, that was a lovely answer. Well done. And so when they give you that really good answer, well, that's when, good boy, you give them a slightly bigger release. Good boy. And all that he's doing, the reason he's leaving in a hurry, is because he's feeling stuck in the halter and he's trying to get away from the pressure. Well, good. Oh, good boy. Oh, good boy. Oh, good boy. Wait. He's panicking right there. You're okay. I'm going to let him out of it, but he can't leave. There. So he just started to panic, but he recovered enough that I took the pressure off him again, because or else that's when he's going to leave in a hurry. But he's almost there. Good boy. Well, good boy. Good boy. Well, he's feeling trapped in there again, so I'm going to let him out. I know that when he starts showing that tension, if I keep the pressure on and I keep pushing through too many layers, he's just going to get away again. So it's just letting him know that I am listening, I'm paying attention to when he's getting to that elevated level of stress. And even though I might put this halter on and off 20 times, it means that the next time I go in, I should just be able to put the halter straight on. So even though it seems like a slow process, in the long term, it makes for a really easy work, because I'm working through the layers correctly rather than skipping steps. Well, good boy. So it's really amazing moments when he goes to panic. Oops, my halter just fell off. When he goes to panic and then he recovers. Good boy. Oh. Good boy. Oh, there is panic. Oh, and you recover, good man. There is panicking again. I don't mind that, I just don't want him to leave. Good, I know. Yes. So there, each time you just see I'm getting a little bit further and further. He's doing good, boy. Just if he goes to leave and I allow him to leave, he learns that when things get tough, he can just not process and not deal with it. Whereas I'm saying, no, you got to stick around, you got to work through it. Good boy. And even if this is not the time I halter him because I had another panic, had another layer of tension, that's fine. Good boy. There we go. So it might seem like the slow process, but I've had horses where I've kind of pushed through those layers and got them to tolerate it, and then they've been awful and hard to catch for months on end, and then they slowly get better over time, whereas this time I think he's going to be nice and easy, and you've got a halter on. So that's his first time with the halter on. I'll give him a little bit of a break there. It was a bit of a tough session and a lot of questions that were really hard on him, where he had to kind of be a bit more gritty about it and not check out like he would like to, because it's obviously quite overwhelming for him. But what I'll do is I'm going to actually go in and unhalter him now, and then I'm going to give him a break and then come back for a short session, rehalter him and show the beginnings of leading. So I'll go in, hello, undo the halter, and it'll be interesting to see how easy it is to rehalter when I come back in. Oh, panicking. Good boy. Whoa. Good, and good recovery, stuck around. There. Yeah. He's like, oh. I'm taking it off here. There we go, all done.